Hey guys, George here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my Premier League Game Week 2 predictions. Now, hope you guys enjoyed the Game Week 1 predictions. We did okay on most of them. We were quite close on most of them. We got the right results most times, so that's a good start. But yeah, we're doing match week 2 today, so let's get straight into it. We have our predictions boxes here, and the first game is Liverpool against Burnley. Now, this is going to be an interesting one, and Burnley last week were poor against Brighton, and I think that's going to be similar this week, and Liverpool are going to deal with them very, very easily. An easy win for Liverpool last time. They were fantastic against Norwich, and I can see a similar result here. I'm going to give it 3-0 to Liverpool. I can just see a similar game to the Norwich one. Mo Salah dominating again, and Liverpool comfortably winning this one. They could be top of the table after this match week. So our second game, it's Aston Villa against Newcastle United at Villa Park in Birmingham in the Midlands. And Villa, it was a bit of a shock loss to Watford, you could say, after last season, but they'll be desperate to get back to winning ways. And Newcastle, they started very well. The first half against West Ham, they played very, very well, but they just fell in the second half. So this is going to be an interesting one. Two teams that probably should have won their first games. So Aston Villa, I think they're going to win this one, but I do think it will be a close game. I'm going to say 2-1 to Aston Villa. I think maybe Leon Bailey, Ollie Watkins getting on the score sheet for Aston Villa potentially. Callum Wilson looks dangerous up front. Will he get on the score sheet? Probably. I'm going for 2-1 in that game. So we move on to our third game of the weekend, and it's Crystal Palace against Brentford. Another interesting game. Palace, I mean, ripped to shreds by Chelsea in that first game, and that was expected as well. Brentford, fantastic against Arsenal, and it's a bit of a London derby, you could say, and I see Brentford winning this one. It will be tough going to Selhurst Park for Brentford, but I do think they'll come out on top. Again, I think it'll be a close game like the Villa-Newcastle. I think Palace won't score. I'm going for a 1-0 Brentford win. They were fantastic against Arsenal. I think they'll be fantastic again here. I'm going for Brentford for 2 wins out of 2 at the start of the Premier League. So we move on to our next game, and it's at Ellen Road. It's Leeds United against Everton. Now, Leeds were absolutely smashed by Manchester United, and what a game that was in that opening game of the season. Now, again, here I see Leeds playing this similar kind of football. Luke Ayling scored, by the way, fantastic. I see them attacking again, going out to win the game, and I think they have got a good chance of winning it here. I do think it'll be close. Everton, they were very good against Southampton. I think, you know, they've also got a good chance of winning this game. So that's why I'm going to go for a draw here, and I'm going to go for a score draw. I'm going to go for 1-1. Both these teams are capable of scoring goals, but well, I think they will cancel each other out, and I'm going for a 1-1 draw for Leeds against Everton. So we move on to our next game of the weekend, and it's Manchester City against Norwich City. Now, both sides losing their first games of the season. Norwich's was a lot more expected. They were battered by Liverpool, who were fantastic, to be fair to them. Norwich probably should have scored in that game, but they didn't end up doing so. Same with Manchester City, but Spurs were fantastic. City here, I think it would be very, very silly not to put City down to win this game. I think it will be a very, very simple, straightforward win for them. I'm going to go for 4-0 to Manchester City. I just think you never know with City. It could be 3, could be 5, could be 6. You never know. But I'm going for 4-0. I'm putting it out there. City turning it round after that first game week loss. So we move on to Brighton against Watford. Now, Brighton were good against Burnley. They got off to a winning start, but so did Watford against you could say a fairly strong Aston Villa side. And Watford, I mean, they definitely could come out and get a win here, but Brighton at home, I think they can be quite strong. So again, this is going to be an interesting one, and similar to Leeds V Everton, I'm going to go for a score draw. I'm going to go for 1-1 between these two sides. Brighton against Watford, I think they'll cancel each other out again. And yeah, a draw for both sides here. So we move on to Sunday's games, and we start off at St Mary's with Southampton against Manchester United. Now, Southampton beaten by Everton comfortably in that opening game, and they do return home here. But Manchester United, how fantastic were they against Leeds, I must say. You know, they looked really good. Bruno Fernandes with that hat-trick, Pogba with all the assists. And there might be a little bit of bias going into that, but they were fantastic. They're top of the league. I know it's their first game of the season, but hopefully they can continue that here. And I do think they will. I think it's going to be an easy United win. Southampton, they weren't great against Everton. I don't think they will be here. I think United with Rafa Varane potentially in that centre-back duo with Harry Maguire. I mean, the defence is just getting stronger. I'm going to go for an easy United win here. I'm going to go for 3-0. I can see it happening. You know, it might be 2, might be 1. But I do see United scoring here. I don't see Southampton scoring. They've lost Danny Ings, obviously. Southampton, they're in the bin, let's be honest. So we move over to Molineux, and it's Wolves against Tottenham on Sunday. Now, this should be a good game. Tottenham, fantastic against Manchester City. They started getting chances towards the end of that first half. And second half, they controlled. They were the better side. And, you know, they deserved to win. Well, Wolves losing to Leicester. Leicester, again, a good side. But can I see them winning here? I think I can, you know. I think with Jimenez back, there's potential for that. Tottenham, will they go and, you know, bottle a game that's not against a massive team? I don't think I'll bottle it, but I do think it'll be a draw. And again, this is my third 1-1. I can just see lots of 1-1s happening this weekend. Wolves 1, Tottenham 1. That's what I'm going for these two sides. So we move on to perhaps the best game of the weekend, and it's Arsenal against Chelsea. Now, Arsenal at the moment, they seem like a bit of a small club. I'm sorry for Arsenal fans if you're watching, but losing to Brentford, not great. I know it is a tough place to go, but you're losing to a club that's got promoted through the playoffs. Like, come on. Chelsea, they've got Lukaku in that side for this weekend, and he's going to be brilliant for them. And I can see Chelsea winning this one. However, it is in front of the Emirates Stadium. It is in front of the Arsenal fans at the Emirates Stadium. So I can potentially see Arsenal being helped a bit, but I do think Chelsea are going to come out on top here. I'm going to go for a score that happens quite a lot in these fixtures. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. So then it's our final game of the weekend, and it's West Ham against Leicester on Monday. And, well, this should be a good one, because both these sides were fantastic last season. Leicester, good start against Wolves. West Ham, a good start against Newcastle. They did show, both of these teams, their quality and why they finished in the top 6 last season. Now, again, this is going to be a really good game at the London Stadium. And it's tough to predict which way this one will go. Now, my head says, you know what, go for a draw. But I've done a lot of draws. It's a bit boring, isn't it? I think Leicester might just come out on top here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I think it'll be very close, but I'm going for a 2-1 win to Leicester. Now, a lot of home sides not winning this weekend for me. I mean, what we've got Aston Villa, Liverpool and Man City winning at home. A lot of draws and a lot of away wins this weekend, so we will see who wins it. But yeah, that is my predictions for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Put your predictions down in the comments as well. What do you think is going to happen this weekend? That's it from me. For now, it's George, out.